So I'm outside the library. I don't even know if this video, what am I rushing now? Video. I don't know if this video is going to work. Oh, damn it. I don't know if this video is going to work, but I should move a little closer. I wish I could have recorded something about this yesterday. Hope I don't lose the connection. I got called into the office at work. I was here at the library fiddling around on the internet. And I got called into the office. And we have this phone. My wife and I share it. Whichever one of us isn't at work has the phone. So, I don't know if they had this number or not. They got this number from somewhere. I don't know. My sister-in-law used to work there. Maybe he asked her. But anywho, not to ramble or jibber-jabber or any of that crap. He called me. The supervisor called me, but hung up before I could answer it. And I guess he left a voicemail, which I checked later on after the fact. And but he sent me a message to come and see him. So I called back and blah blah blah. He had trouble hearing me, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I go into the office. Principal, one of the people at the desk is gonna have a page my supervisor. He's walking down. I work at a school. I'm a part-time janitor at a school. Anyway, he passes the office, keeps going. She's like, oh, there he is. Blah, blah, blah. This isn't even the issue. I'm just rambling. My principal comes by, pretends that my supervisor, he doesn't know what my supervisor wants to talk to me about. It's like, I don't know what this is about. Let's go get him. He goes out to get him. They come in and leave me in the office. Anyway, the principal of this school is a complete tool. He patronizes me and he lies to me all the time. I pretended he didn't know what was going on. Anyway, long story short, here we go. Anyway, they use this powder to supposedly help grip the weights. They have these stupid standing bowls or whatever that they put the powder in. Well, these obnoxious jackasses, they do it on purpose. They do it just to be obnoxious. Okay? They'll clap and get it everywhere. They'll get hand and footprints all over the floor. And they'll touch them. There's 20 mirrors in this room. Why do you need mirrors in a weight room? And what part of having a mirror in the weight room requires you to walk up to it and slap it 40 billion times, stick your sweaty forehead on it, sneeze on it, spit on it? I mean, it's just ridiculous. But that's not the issue. That's part of it. Okay. Anyway, the principal, he said that he wanted to know what happened to this particular thing. Alright, he said he blamed a bunch of students for it. They've been doing an investigation. Their security cameras, and I'm the only one who has access to the room. Bullcrap, okay? First of all, how many custodians are in the building? How many sweepers there as well? And the students can get in there as well. Okay, last year there was one of the students, his father is like a deputy sheriff or whatever, so he has a key. He basically came in and tossed me out of there, so he lift weights one night, like late at night. So don't go saying that you saw me or I'm the only one that can get in there. There's cameras everywhere. First of all, this particular item never left the room. Okay? After substantial investigation, blah blah blah, it's been up in the rafters in the closet since last summer. I don't remember how long ago it's been up there. It might have been a year. I don't honestly know. I can prattle on about this crap for hours, but just the principle is like a patronizing, hypocritical, lying SOB. And I told him I did it. There's no evidence that I did it, other than the fact that I said I did it. he thought somebody stole them, so he bought another one. So, long story short, the other one was up there too. He says, oh, blah, 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 they're both missing for a long period of time. Blah, no, they're not. They're up there. They're in the closet, up in the ceiling. I was really casual and nonchalant about it. That was a tad redundant. But I'm sitting there like this, and they're still there. They're up, and he's like, well, because you're truthful to me, I'm not going to terminate you. That's the only reason he wasn't going to fire me. What if I lied to him? How would he know I was lying? There's no proof that I did anything. There's no proof. No proof that I did anything. There are no cameras in the weight room. There's like one at the end of the hallway and one at the other end of the hallway. I mean, people are that freaking stupid. It took them that long just to find the first one. I climbed up there one day and I saw it in there and I had forgotten about it. And I was laughing my ass off because it was still there. I had thought about bringing it back down. But yes, I admitted to him that I did it, but there's no proof that I did it, right? And if I had done so, it was just a practical joke. It was a prank. To teach them a lesson. See what happens, there are certain days where I'll clean the mirror. Very next day, just because it's clean, slap, 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 slap. About 50,000 powdered handprints everywhere. I complained to him about that, and he's like, it's your job to clean up after the students. It's my job. So it's their job to totally be assholes, right? They have a right to be complete a-holes about this and do that kind of crap on purpose. They make the room look like there was a wake for Rick James and freaking, what's the other guy's name? Ike Turner. What's that other guy? I know who Ike Turner is. Rick James and Ike Turner. They make it look like they have a wake for them. There'll be powder all over the floor, just in various spots. There's where they put these bars into the thing, the standing. There's like these squiggly weight bars that they sometimes use. There'll be powder all around that. There'll be powder all under the water fountain. There'll be powder across the room next to one of the other weight benches. And they'll touch all the mirrors everywhere. So they're entitled to be assholes. And it's my job to clean that up. I know what they hired me for. I'm not a complete freaking idiot. I told them, I just had a couple of bad days, and I made a wrong decision. But in reality, it was a prank to teach them a lesson. The second time I did it just because I got tired of it with their new little thing there. But, he made these remarks like, oh, we know it was you, oh, we saw you, or we have evidence that you did it, blah, blah, blah. There are no cameras in the room. You don't know jack other than what I told you. Okay? Like, something like, it costs such and such amount of money, and I have to reimburse. I have to figure out a way to, just because there's two of them now. Well, take one up to the fitness room. You needed two anyway. You don't need either one of them, actually, because they don't need the freaking powder to lift freaking weights. When I was in school, we didn't use sissy hand powder just to lift weights. Okay? They don't need it. It's one of the many luxuries that's run by this rich school district. They have so much money in the scholarship fund. It's just ridiculous. They can give almost every student a full ride. That might be a tad of an exaggeration, but that's what happens when you have a rich Mormon community. Everybody has money. I can blather on about various topics, about this job, about the town, about blah, blah, blah. I mean, I could tell you, I've been discriminated against in this school. I could tell him this, and, he'll probably take it the wrong way. I'm a part-timer. It's called a custodial sweeper. 5 of them. My second year there, I got a 25-cent raise. I did not. You know why? This is my guess. I'm the only one that's not from here and not a Mormon. I was passed over for full-time custodian close to half a dozen times. 3 of the 5 people, guys in their 20s, no experience doing any kind of janitorial cleaning, all related to somebody in the district or in the school. 2 of them have left. One stayed close to a year and he left. Another one, the third one, quit after 2 days. 2 days. The second one, who was hired. He was hired after a resort housekeeper got the previous opening, which was already predetermined. They interviewed us just to humor us. But then when he got the job, he got it because his mother-in-law works in the office. He worked for a post office. He had never done one single second of janitorial work in his life. Okay? I'm pretty sure they're all Mormons, all cowboys and such. But they discriminated against me at the school because of my appearance. There was another hippie guy, an older guy, is about 62. The principal tried to implicate him as well in the shenanigans. He's like, did so-and-so have anything to do with this? I'm like, no. Which he didn't. He didn't. I'm not even sure he was there the first time I did it, you know. Allegedly did it. Ha ha. Well, I know I did. I've been kicked out of that damn weight room about half a dozen times. Okay, they come in there and act like I'm not there, and they just start doing their stuff. Okay, the last couple times, the girls' volleyball team came in last time and tossed me out. I was playing Elvis on the stereo system. I had just finished up vacuuming the last row. You know, I'm just sick and tired of being disrespected. They were laughing at my music. Elvis Presley. Show some respect, okay? Now, before I left the room, I was going to write the Kings Left the Building on the whiteboard, but they wouldn't get the reference. They're all like 14, 15, 16. They don't know who he is. Is. I don't know. He's probably left the Earth on a spaceship with the Sasquatch or some crap. But, the first time, a couple years back, members of the football team and this big chunky, husky guy with a beard is like, get out, hit the room, you know, he physically, verbally threw me out of the room. I didn't say anything. I kind of just sprayed the glass cleaner on his feet when he turned around to leave. But, you know, I went up and told the maintenance crew and the floor supervisor at the time. He went down there and tore the kid a new ass, said he almost left the urine puddle on the floor. But I'm sick of these guys disrespecting me. I got kids laughing at me in the hall. I heard some remarks. This kid, it's a reference from a movie, something about I only wear me leather, blah, blah, blah. Just because I had camouflage pants on. I didn't wear them all the time. I had 3 pairs of pants at the time. Now I have 3 or 4, I don't know. Those pants wore out. And I always wear these hats. Because I don't do baseball caps. Sorry. I'm a hillbilly, not a redneck. Don't get offended. I'd say everyone that wears a baseball cap is a redneck. But, yeah, I've rambled several times and possibly gone off topic, but the principal was a smarmy douchebag. Anyway, yeah, I was like, oh, I need some way to make up for this, blah, 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 this costs such and such amount of money. I might take it out of my check. See, he wanted to fire me so bad. He asked if I had another job. I don't. This is it. I said, I had another one last year. I lost both the contracts, and that was it. Well, that was originally a 12-hour-a-week job and dropped down to 6. So I haven't had full-time work since 2011 when I worked for Walmart. But whatever, he doesn't need to know that either. That's irrelevant. He tried to get me to quit when he passed me over full-time last time. Called me on the phone, he was patronizing me. Oh, we like having you here, we think you do good work, blah, blah, blah. But I hired someone with a little bit more experience than you. 20-year-old kid, okay? His uncle or somebody was a coach. Don't tell me he's more experienced than me. I hired him because he's related to someone in the school and he's a Mormon, okay? I'm tired of being discriminated against. But anyway, told him to take out my check. He's like, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to do it all at once. So I told him about my struggle to pay bills, and he pretended to be concerned about that. But, yeah, this went better in my head. It turned out to be like an almost 15-minute ramble. I'm just going to post this. I got to go home and feed my goats and chickens and get my wife from work out of town. I'm supposed to be there at 1, and it's past noon, so I'll probably bitch about this again in the future.